What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rush the Mound podcast. I'm here with Dickie once again. Say what's up, Dick.
What's going on?
And we got a very special guest here. We got our boy Andre Granillo. Played some high school ball against him. Ended up going to UCR for college, and then is playing in the Cardinals organization. Andre, how's it going, brother?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. Haven't done shit much today. I've kind of just been getting ready for this podcast. So let's just get right into it, bro.
Sweet.
I kind of want to talk about it because playing against you in high school was never really like fun for me because you would always just pitch against us, and it's like, fuck, here we go. Let's go 0 for 3 with maybe like a walk or something. Like if I got a walk off you, I'd be like, dude, we had a great day. But I would say that junior to senior year, I think your game really was like elevated. Maybe not like velocity wise, but dude, I just felt like you were pinpoint that senior year when we would play against each other. What would you say high school was like in regards to like pitching? Like what would you say was your introduction to pitching? Because I know really during like those first few years we didn't really see much of you. It was more of like your bat that we got to see.
Yeah. So I mean, growing up, I always thought I was going to be a hitter. My favorite player was Vladimir Guerrero, so I was like, I'm going to be a third baseman or a DH, first baseman, um, and I'm going to swing like him. I want to hit like him. That's why I swung at everything. I never got to two strikes because I was putting the first two pitches in play every single time. But I didn't really get into pitching until my junior year summer. Oh, I'm sorry, my sophomore year summer. And they just saw like off the mound, I had good arm talent. I had thrown the ball pretty well, like upper 80s, like or mid to upper 80s. And I would have went to a couple showcases and they're like, you're gonna be a pitcher if you want any career in this. So I think the turning point was just like honestly just putting on weight, getting into the gym, really focusing on being a pitcher, and then like kind of letting the arm talent kind of carry me through high school success. I think the velo helped in high school. But yeah, just adding in like a slider in high school. Just getting just getting just getting bigger, stronger throughout college, and then I can't really pinpoint where it like kind of turned where I was just like, okay, I'm gonna be a pitcher, but I kind of just knew that if I wanted to go far, I had to be. But yeah, I miss hitting. I mean, in high school, I did relatively well, like junior and senior year. My junior and senior years were really good hitting wise. So that's why I never was like, okay, I'm dead set on being a pitcher. I'm like, maybe I can go to college and do both. But I don't know. I got to UCR and they kind of shut that down. They're like, yeah. Again, if you want any career in this, if you want any like future in baseball, you gotta focus on just pitching. So
You
I
oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. Yeah.
I said you going to West Valley, and I mean no disrespect to anybody you played with, but when we did go to play you guys, like you were one of the first names we had to circle and like, okay,
Mhm.
like we can't let this guy beat us because you were very well capable of beating us by just having like a
Mhm.
standout game. So we were like,
Like,
okay, this is the main guy we got to focus about. And then that junior and senior year when you started picking up the rock and you started throwing
mhm.
that slider, bro, we literally, I remember my
Yeah.
senior year we had to play you guys obviously 3 times. You were going to be pitching
Yeah.
2 out of those games. We were going to see you. And it was just like our coach buried it in our skull. It's like if you try to swing at the slider, not only are you not going to hit it, you're not going to be close to it. So we're like,
Yeah.
okay, sit on the fastball, sit on the fastball. And then you were just blowing low 90s by us. We're like, son of a bitch, dude. Like
Yeah.
we were
GG's.
struggling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Growing
But
up in Hammond, Andre. Oh, sorry, Jared. You still going?
as I said, I think he
You
cut
still?
out.
You
I
talking
think
there,
his
Jared?
voice cut out.
Nah, I can't hear you, Jared. Did you like mute on accident or
Mhm.
something?
Maybe he muted.
Hey, try leaving and rejoining real quick. Try leaving and rejoining. While he's figuring that out, Andre. Yeah, Jared, you just gotta leave and yeah, there we go. So growing up in Hemet, right, where there's not really any big facilities
Mhm.
to train at. Oh, you there?
Can you guys hear me?
There we go. There we
There we
go.
go.
Okay. So growing up in
Yeah,
Hemet,
I
where
can
there's
hear.
like limited baseball facilities, where did you go to like develop your craft? Where'd you like? How far did you have to go? Did you have a pitching coach? Where? Because me and Jerry went to PFA for a little bit, like our junior senior year. We had to go all the way out to like
Mhm.
Upland. Who was it for you that really helped you
Yeah,
take that next step as a pitcher?
that's what I was saying. Like I didn't really have that like that turning point of like when I could pinpoint. I just picked up the rock and just started throwing because I never had a pitching coach. All I did was I woke up early before school
Hmm.
and I would go to the gym and I just focused on getting stronger. Like I had the frame, I had the body. I was 6'3", 6'4" in high school, and
Yeah,
all I needed to do was just develop. And in my eyes, I knew that if I could throw hard, that was going to get me far. That's just the day and age that we're living in, and is velo. And I
yeah,
was like, if I throw hard, then I might have a good career. That's the only way I'm going to get looked at in a city like Hemet. I didn't really grow up with a ton of money in my family, so didn't we couldn't afford a pitching coach to go to every single month, paying $300-400 like they're charging nowadays. And it's like
yeah,
if I wanted to go pro, I had to do it on my own almost, like with only the support of my parents. And I would just wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd go to the gym with, I don't know if you guys remember AJ Remudaro, but he was our catcher.
yeah,
And we'd wake up at 4:30, we'd be at the gym at 5, and I did that every single day. And if I didn't want to go that day, then that sucks because he was going to pull me out of bed, and we
yeah.
kind of kept each other accountable.
That's
And
awesome.
I felt like as soon as I started doing that every single morning, I'm like, okay, I want this. Like if I want a career, I'm gonna have to do stuff like this and make those sacrifices and kind of go out and get stronger and build my frame. Like 'cause, I mean, I was God gifted with a good arm and good height, and I just needed to put it together with like, all right, I need to take it one level above. Just because we play in a small league in a small city, if I want to get recognized, I have to take it that extra step, like with waking up that early and getting into the gym every single day. Even I would go after school. I'd be like, all right, I gotta go again. And it was just like this click, I guess, where it was just like if I want to go, then this is what I gotta do.
How how easy would you say was the transition from high school to UCR?
Not at all. Not at all easy. It was not only was it tough just living on my own and kind of figuring it out, like I had my own apartment. I'm 18. Like I had to cook my own dinners. I had to keep myself accountable with just knowing why I was there, keeping my grades up. Like high school was so easy when it came to grades
Yeah,
and when it came to school because I was always pretty decent at school. And all you had to do was do the work. Now it was like exactly like baseball. Now I need to put in this extra effort of like studying, going to tutoring sessions, getting actual tutoring and getting help, getting my papers edited. And we had those resources at UCR, but it was still tough my freshman year where I thought I could just go to class and then get the grades that I needed to play baseball. Um, on field wise, it was tough because I was big fish in a small pond in the city of Hemet, and all of a sudden I'm at a D1, and it's not the most pronounced D1, but it's still we're in a really good league in the Big West. So now
oh yeah,
I'm a big fish in a big pond, or I'm a small fish in a big pond, and I needed to prove it again. Everybody was the best on their high school team there, so it was like, all right, you kind of like feel like you don't belong at first, and I didn't because I struggled so bad in the first month of season and in the fall where it was just like dude, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. Maybe I didn't prepare hard enough like when I was in high school, or the high school didn't get me prepared, or travel ball or whatever didn't get me prepared for this because I I'm not doing well. I think a really big turning point for me was when Coach Percival pulled me aside and was like, "Look, I've seen what you could do. I've seen like potential in you. It's just going to take that extra effort." So again, I would go to the gym on my own. I'd wake up and I'd do conditioning in the morning, host like without the team. Like I'd have my own conditioning. Like, okay, I need to get into shape. Like this is what's wrong. I'd get stronger. I'd lift on my own and outside of the team weights that we only had 3 times a week. Um, I developed a better slider, like more of a bullet instead of like a big sweeper that I used to throw in college, or I'm sorry, in high school. Because in high school, kids would swing at it
yeah,
because it was just like metrically a good pitch. And when you pair it with 92 and then a big slow slider. In high school, kids are swinging at it in the dirt all the time. Now I'm getting to college and a big loopy curve slider, whatever you wanted to call slurve, just wasn't enough. So when I developed that slider, I started to have more success. But no, the transition was really tough. Like, just I'm glad I was close to home. I was only 30 minutes away because I think it made it a lot easier for me to just like on the weekends, like I go see my family or like be close to my family. They got to come to the games, and just the overall transition to just maturing. And now I'm a grown man on my own. Like no one's there to hold my hand anymore. And the
Yeah.
same goes for pro ball now. It's even more. Now I'm a 24-year-old grown man. There's guys with kids and there's guys with families. Like this is what they do for a living. And now it's just another step above. So yeah, the transition was definitely tough, but I found a good routine, found success, and then just ran with it after my freshman year.
And that helped
I
it
think
easy.
in certain situations. Oh,
Go for it. No, no, you're good.
go ahead. Go, go ahead, Dickie. Please go. Please.
Did that transition with UCR, like developing, learning how to be on your own, did that help you readjust to when you got to the pros? Like it was easier to be on your own because you weren't really alone for the first time.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, now I think that UCR being close to home, like I said, once I figured out like this is what I wanted to do in life, coming to pro ball, now I'm across the country in Tennessee. My family's in California. It is tough not being able to see them. I miss birthdays. I miss my graduations. I miss my sisters growing up, and that's just the sacrifices that I had to take in order for me to achieve my dream. But UCR definitely did help because it kind of made me realize like if this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I have to make these sacrifices. Like I was going out, like you can't go out and party and then expect to like have a good career or a success at a high level when all you do is you party, you don't study, you're not getting the good grades, and then that's just affecting you. So it's just about like UCR rate made me realize how much I needed to cut out the outside distractions in order to have success. And then pro ball, I learned like, okay, what are my outside distractions? What's making me not be successful right now? And how can I cut those out or how can I improve? And it was just like a good stepping stone of like, okay, I could deal with being away from my family because I know why I'm here. I know how that if there's outside distractions, going back at home, we also have resources to I could go to and I could talk to a mental strength coach, and he can help me like, okay, what's in your control, what's out of your control. So they make it a lot, they make it really, really easy to be successful in the pros. Now there's more resources, but it was also like, okay, I could do this on my own because of the adversity that I had endured at UC Riverside.
That's awesome.
When I think it's important too that you talked about not really having that initial success at UCR,
Mhm.
because I feel like guys that do have that initial success, they think it's no different than high school. So for you
Mhm.
to realize that they're not even in the same conversation is super important.
Mhm.
To stay on that with UCR, I noticed that a lot of the times you were used in a lot of high leverage situations, either closing the game out, a setup man that like you needed to
Mhm.
come in there and close out the job. Is that something that got clarified to you super early while you were there at
Mhm.
UCR? Like that was the role you were going to be needed in?
Yeah. Yeah. So as soon as I got there, I mean, I started in high school. Um, so I was like, okay, I got pulled into the coach's office. We had our meetings in like the fall, and he just told me like, so Percival was a closer for the Angels for some odd years and was in the big leagues for 15, 16 years. So when he pulled me in and was like, hey, I want you to be my closer, and that was his role. So I'm like, obviously this guy, he did it at the highest level, sees something in me that I could be, I don't want to say like him because of how illustrious his career was, but he sees something like, hey, this guy could be a back end guy in the pros. So very, very early on, I was known that I was going to be the back end guy. And my freshman year, again, I struggled, and I was like, dude, I don't know what he saw, but I'm not seeing it right now because I'm getting shellacked. Like this is bad. Like I think it was 16 runs in the first 7 innings, and I'm like I couldn't even do like how I couldn't do this if I tried. Like this, it was like I'm not even. It was unbelievable. I was just getting hit around and hit around, and I'm like, dude, what the heck? So he just said like, I believe in you, and I think it was over spring break. We went to UNLV, and that was one of my first time having success in college. So I go out and I threw 3 innings in relief, and I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. We go and we play Oregon at a midweek, and I closed against my dream school. Like, I'm like, I wanted to go to Oregon so bad, and I thought Oregon was the greatest place ever. Like, if you're a California kid, you wanted to go to Oregon for
Yeah.
football, and I wanted to go to Oregon for baseball, and I wanted to be an Autzen, and like, that's
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. And I'm still a huge Oregon fan. And I think once I realized, like, I saved the game, bases loaded, no outs. My coach puts me in the eighth. I got out of it. They didn't score. We're still up one. And then I go into the ninth and I strike out 2 of the 3 guys that are pro ball hitters. And I'm like, okay, maybe I do belong. And then from that point on, I think I went like 20 innings scoreless. And I was like, okay, this is what he saw. This is what he was like, okay, this guy's going to be in pro ball as a back end reliever. And then from that point on, I took it and ran. I'm like, I'm a closer. I kind of just developed this mentality of just like, all right, here's my stuff. Um, Hit it if you can. If I'm going to throw 1 inning in college or 1+ in college, and I'm like, I'm going to go balls to the wall as
Yeah.
hard as I can. I'm trying to throw 100 right at you, and I'm trying to throw this slider as hard as I can right at you, keep you off balance. And Percival always had told me, he's like, the reason I wasn't as good as Mariano Rivera, he's like, skill wise, like, yeah, he had that Hall of Fame cutter, but I threw 100. On paper, he's like, there's not really many reasons why I shouldn't have been as good as Mariano Rivera and had 600 saves and X, Y, and Z. But he said the reason Mariano Rivera was so good is because you never knew when you got to him. Like, if you were hitting him, he had the same stone cold face every single night. Like, you never knew when you got to Mariano Rivera, no matter what. Percival was a little bit more of a hothead, he said, and people knew, like, they got in his head, all right, we might have a chance against this guy. We could
Mhm.
probably he could blow this save right now. So he said he saw a lot of like that, like just cool, calm composure. And I take that into pro ball now. Like no one's gonna know if they got to me. I don't really show a ton of emotion on the mound when I'm doing bad. And I was the same way in college. So maybe that's what he saw was just the composure and fall of like when shit hits the fan, like, all right, you know what, nut up. I have to make pitches now.
I think that's so cool being able to get like advice from a guy like that. Like that's a World Series champion. Like that's a guy that if you know the game of baseball, people know the name Troy Percival. So you
Hmm.
got a direct like there was no middleman. He was talking directly to you when he was
Yeah.
letting you know all these things, and that's so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. That goes in like with how I built confidence because I mean, not having success and when a big league closer at that level tells you like, no, dude, trust me, you gotta just keep working. I see something. Like you're like, okay, it kind of makes you like when you're having that self-doubt, like if someone else is believing in me, that's another thing. But when somebody at that level believes in you, then now it's like, okay, like either he's blind or I gotta figure it out. Like, because at the time, like again, like it was so bad and I was just like I don't know, there was no metrics back then, there was no like, oh, maybe I'm dead zone. No, I didn't know that back then. There was
Yeah.
no TrackMan like that, like we didn't have that technology yet. So at first I'm just like, maybe I just suck. And then I finally developed the slider. I finally developed the slider and I'm like, oh well, yeah, if I can't land a second pitch, what are they going to sit on? A fastball.
Just
And I'm
one.
gonna have to throw him a fastball one time in the count because I can't land the slider for a strike. Or the
Yeah.
big, big loopy curveball they're just spitting on. If they see it low, then they're just gonna spit on it until I throw a fastball. Boom. So it wasn't the fastball that was bad. It was that second pitch that made my fastball even better because now you get an 83-mile-an-hour slider that looks exactly out of like alike out of my hand, and then you get well at the time 94, 95.
What are you up to
So
now?
yeah, it was really nice having Percival. He's a great guy.
What are you running it up to right now?
Oh, now I mean, oh, what am I up to? Speed.
Yeah.
So I probably sit around 5 to 7. I've touched a 9 a couple of times, and then s- a lot of 8s if it's like a closed situation, a lot of adrenaline, a
High
lot of fans in
intensity.
the stands. That's where I've hit my 9s. High intensity, back end, like we played against the Dodgers or in Tulsa in Double A, and it's like one of my first outings, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm pumped. It's like a Friday night. They packed the stadium. I mean, there's probably about like 8 to 10,000 people there, and
Is
I'm
that
like,
out? You
oof,
said Tulsa? Is that
they're
the
up
Drillers?
1 run. It's the Dodgers. Yeah, it's the drillers.
The drillers.
Like something like that. When you're running out of the pen and they're doing a light show and it's like, oh shit, like here we go. Like this is where it's at. I mean, this is the Dodgers double A. Like, there's no messing around here. So like that's where I hit my first 99 was against the Drillers, and I sat like 7-8, 7-8, 7-8, and I was just like, all right, like I just need a little adrenaline to get me up there. But when it's a day game on a Sunday and it's a getaway day, and you're like, fuck, dude, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's hot as shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, 94 to 95 it is. It's gonna have to do. The slider's gonna have to be sharp tonight. But
That's
Like 94,
nails.
take it or leave
Holy
it.
shit.
yeah,
As a
yeah,
starter,
honestly, like.
I know like a lot of starters like where they know when they're throwing every fifth day. They have some pregame rituals. They're very
Mhm.
superstitious and stuff that they do. When you're closing and you don't really know,
Mhm.
like it has to be like a win situation, right? Do you have any pregame rituals, not knowing if you're throwing that day or not?
No, I actually really I don't. I think going up through pro ball, I would take a cold shower before every game. And I kind of got away from that. Um so if like people that have played with me in pro ball, I'm notoriously known for not I know this sounds horrible, but I'm notoriously known for not doing shit before the game. I I show up. I still like lifting everything. That's my thing. Like the lifting and all the prep work with like getting activated. Fine. Like I'm gonna stretch. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I'm gonna get hurt. But everybody that knows me, if I knows I'm gonna go in the eighth inning or the ninth inning. So I guess the only really routine I had was I would go inside the clubhouse at about the sixth inning. I'd watch the game on the TV inside the clubhouse. I'd roll out on the floor, kind of just get like kind of mentally locked in myself. And then as soon as I would go back out, I'd sit back down, like kind of watch the game. Like if it's still 1 through 3 run game, then the coach would call down, hey, Granillo's in the game, ninth inning. Now I'd get on the mound. But then if I don't have a role like I have in AAA, there's really no closers. It's kind of just like get in there, do your thing. Like
Mhm.
everybody's just getting their innings so that they can get to the big leagues or,
Yeah.
kind of trying to set yourself up for the most success. Like there's really no roles. There's no knowing when you're going to throw. And everybody always makes fun of me because it'll be like the third, fourth inning. And I'm committing a perfect sit. I don't know if you guys know what that is. The perfect
Yeah.
sit where you sit all 9 innings
Yeah.
and you don't move.
Whole
I'm
time.
doing that as we speak. It's like fourth, fifth inning, sixth inning. Like Granillo get high, I get the walkie. I get up, I touch my toes, I give myself 2 back twists, and I'm on the mound. And it's like, it's 95, 96 right as you come out the mound. And everybody's like, dude, I don't know what the gene is for that, but they wish they could have it because there's guys that need to go an hour before the game
Yeah.
and are they're doing their brands, they're doing their plyos, they're doing this, that, and that other thing, and they got to do they're doing everything they can just to go out there and try to hit 95, and then they look at me and they're like, "You asshole!" Like you get do 2 back bends and you're in there pumping 95, 96 every single day. Like I'm like, I don't know what it is. It's just I get it up. That's it.
I sent Jared a
Yeah, I
video
wish
of
I had
Jacob
that
DeGrom
problem to
doing
deal
that.
with. Dang.
I sent Jared a
Yeah.
video of Jacob DeGrom. The same thing. It was like his pregame ritual. The same thing. Like 3 back twists, like leaning back, couple like shoulder
hmm
twists, and then he's just long
hmm
toss. It's like 10 minutes
Yeah.
before the game, and he gets
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. I mean, like in the big leagues. Yeah, I've talked to a couple guys because there's obviously guys like me that just 3 back twists and they're in the game. I've talked to guys in the big leagues, and unless you're Ryan Helsley or like you're Jojo Romero and you're the eighth, ninth guy, you never know when you're gonna go in. So it's tough to like have a huge routine like where you need 30 minutes of prep when you never know like whose name's gonna get called. Like you have to be able to get hot in 5 pitches. Hey, you've got the next batter and everybody's like, dude, I can't do it. What do you mean? I need to do 17 plyo throws against the wall. It's like, dude, fuck your routine right at that point, bro. This is pro ball. Like you can't be
Yeah.
doing 4 plyo throws at the wall at this intensity. Like that's what we do before the game, and that's how
Mhm.
what we do in the off season to prepare ourselves for the season. At this point, yeah, you should be stretching, rolling out, like kind of focusing, like, hey, this is my situation. Maybe my name gets called. But like if you can't have your name called and get up on the mound and go out there and be, I don't want to say 100% because no, you're never going to be at 100%, but if you can't go out there and get outs in the big leagues, then you're just not going to stay. So it's like, it's something that I had to like, I don't want to say develop. I don't know if I developed it, but I just got used to, I hear my name, I'm on the mound in three throws without catchers up for three throws, catchers down. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready whenever they need me. If they need me in the next hitter. If I'm really not ready, then there's probably a problem because like I could be ready in four pitches and that's something you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get seven when I go out there. So,
I think when it comes to baseball, the relief pitcher and the closer, in my eyes, is like the offensive line in football. Like
mhm,
when they're doing a great job, everyone's kind of just like, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. Like that's you
mhm,
get brought in for one inning, you're supposed to not give up a run. But when you're doing really bad and like it's all unraveling, then everyone knows your name and you're known as like the choke artist or
yeah,
something like that. I think the
100%.
relief the reliever and the closer don't really get that much leeway. You get that one
Mm-mm.
opportunity to go get your outs and get out, and it's like if you
Mhm.
don't do that, everyone's gonna like be on you because it's like you lost the game, which isn't really fair, but it is kind of
Yeah,
it's the role, it's the job.
And it's
yeah,
always the
it
most
comes with the
important inning.
territory for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're a back end guy and you lose a game in the big leagues, like people are getting death threats, like kill yourself, like you suck, you should do, like you should see some of the like. I mean, I've spent a lot of time in big league spring training for the last 3 years,
Mhm.
and a lot of those guys are like good friends of mine. So like when we're in the same clubhouse, like obviously we're shooting the shit before breakfast or like after the game, during the game in the bullpen, and they've just told me stories of like the DMs they get about like their families, their sisters, they'll Venmo request them, like the stuff that they're like telling me. It's like, dude, like I get it. Like you may have lost that guy money, but I don't know why you're sports gambling in the first place.
yeah,
Like if it's called gambling for a reason, it's not
Yeah.
his fault. Like, yeah, he threw the eighth inning and gave up one run. Like I'd like to see that guy get off the couch and
Yeah.
like go throw one inning in the big leagues. But again, that's our jobs. Like we know that's our jobs. Like we have to go out there and either hand the ball off to the next guy, close the game out, get outs, get lefties out, get righties out. Like we have this job, and a lot of people think like, okay, hitting is so hard, then pitching should just be so easy, but it's not. Like the matchups, hitters are so good nowadays that it's just like if you throw them their pitch, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna hit it. Like they have these like such good eyes nowadays, the technology nowadays, their knowledge of the zone at the big league level and even at triple league like or triple A, like it's unbelievable. Like as I went through the levels, every single level you go up, the hitters obviously get better, but it's not just their skill, because the skill is not crazy from like low A to the big leagues. The skill level is not that big of a gap. It's the discipline, it's the approaches, it's the routines, it's the consistency. That's the factor. Like you can have a low A guy throwing 100 miles an hour, but at a consistency of he's going to go out there one, two times out of 10 times and throw strikes.
Yeah.
Now, if a guy's throwing 95, but 9 times out of 10 he's getting the job done, that guy's going to move up way quicker in this game than that guy throwing 100. Like you see guys throwing 100 at like unbelievable rates in baseball now. And they're like, why isn't that guy a big leaguer? It's like that guy's throwing 100 in a pen, one.
Yeah.
yeah,
Now you had now add a batter in there. Now add, hey, you got to land two other pitches for strikes just to get
Yeah.
guys out. You
yeah.
can't just, like they're gonna spit on your slider if you can't land it in the zone because oh yeah, you throw it 0 and -20. Yeah, good for you. Now land for a strike. Yeah, you throw 100, you're walking three dudes in a row, and it's just like that's where we get to the big leagues. It's like you got to be consistent. You got to be like 9 times out of 10 you're going out there and you're getting outs, and then that one time out of 10, like how good is your bad days? Like,
Yeah.
and it comes with all the preparation.
You know what's crazy? This whole conversation and kind of what you were talking about, it reminds me of, and especially how you say how people are so short to be like, you do so good and then that one moment it all kind of just like
Mhm,
discredits it. But Emmanuel
mhm.
Clase last year with the Guardians, I mean, the
Yeah,
guy was
yeah.
getting Cy Young votes for how dominant he was. We haven't seen
Yeah.
numbers like that since Mariano Rivera, and he goes
Mhm,
out there in the ALCS against the Yankees and doesn't have his best performance. That's
mhm.
all anyone remembers from that year. And it's like
100%.
it's just so unfair because that dude was nails
There.
and literally the life of that bullpen when it came to the Guardians last year. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like it's
I remember
unfortunate.
that. I remember watching those games and they showed his stats and he allowed, what was it, 6 earned runs all last year. in
Yeah.
60 innings, something like that. I think I remember. I
Mhm.
don't know if the stats are 100% correct, but
It
around
was like
there.
some stupid
And then
amount.
all of a sudden he allows it was unbelievable. I honestly have never seen that before. Like if I
Yeah.
did that, like wow, unbelievable how like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
just take that and it's like, dude, you're probably not even in the playoffs if it is not like for like that guy, how good of a season that guy had to just automatically know that if you're up by 1 run in the ninth inning, the game is over. He
Over.
probably what was his like his WAR is probably ridiculous, and he's the games he won for you. Like, yeah, you got the lead, it's 3-2, but you know how hard it is to come into the ninth inning and keep it there at the rate he did, and just have what 50 some odd saves, and like just realize like that guy got you there. So yeah,
Nasty.
it's definitely unfair.
When you can single-handedly, like you said, drag your team to the playoffs in regards to, hey guys,
Mhm.
we got them a 2-run lead, we got them a 1-run lead, we're good, we got
Yeah.
nothing to worry about. Like that takes so much stress off your
hmm
team, and it's not
hmm
looked at as like valuable, but it needs to be. It's so
Yeah,
valuable.
it is. It is for sure. I mean, even that eighth inning guy. Even the eight, like it's
Oh,
they, yeah, you hit the nail right on the head when you said we're like the offensive line, and it could not be a better comparison because it's like the AC. You don't notice it when it's working, but as soon as it's off, everybody notices when the AC is not working,
Yeah.
yeah.
and everybody notices when the O line sucks and the QB is getting sacked 4 times, and everybody notices when the pen sucks, and
You
we're blowing games.
you can just tell what teams have good bullpens by the way their fans talk about their teams. Like if you have a team that's like, oh, we're winning 3-0 heading into the seventh, a lot of teams with a good bullpen and be like, oh, we kind of won the game. We can like turn off the TV, go to bed. If you're one of those teams that doesn't have a strong bullpen, you could be up by 5 going in the eighth, and you're still like, oh my god,
Yeah.
bro, like
Like, we need more.
please
Yeah.
just don't let them do it to us again.
100%. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. A good bullpen is the most, I think people are seeing it a little bit more, how important a bullpen is. And I mean, yeah, it adds to the stress of me because now I'm gonna go, I hope, in the big leagues. And if I mess up, they're gonna let me know. They're 100% gonna let me know. But I feel like that's kind of like everything we've worked for is like
Right.
I've worked all this time to like go and put myself in these situations, and yeah, it's unfair, but honestly, at the end of the day, it's like you got a job, you gotta get it done. There's 60,000 people in the stands,
And
and
on the vice versa side of
they're
like
gonna let you know,
where
like
if
it's
you're
yeah,
like scared to mess up, but also like if you go out there and ball out, they're finally going to give you that recognition that you've been working like the whole career of you putting in the work is
Mhm.
finally going to be like, damn, like everyone is appreciating it now. So that'll be awesome.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, success is definitely a lot sweeter because we get scrutinized so much. So it does make those days where you go out there and you throw 2 innings in relief, it feels so good. But that one day you blow the game, and it's tough.
You lose
So the
sleep over
lows,
it.
that's another thing in pro ball. Yeah, yeah. There's some times where you're just like, dude, I just lost this the game. Like the lows can get really low and the highs are unbelievably high, and everybody's high-fiving you, and you know, you're getting beers after the game, and everybody's like, heck yeah, like good game. Like, people are buying you beers and wherever you're at, didn't get comping your dinner. And then next day they're like, you're trash. Like this guy sucks. Send him back to AAA. So
Mm,
yeah, it's just about like managing those highs and lows, and like kind of like not riding the wave as much and kind of trying to
Yeah.
keep the lows, not trying to manage the highs and the lows.
Yeah. Appreciate it all.
since you've been with the Cardinals,
Mhm.
would you say have there been any like moments or even players so far that you've been able to play with or even just watch where you're like, oh man, like that's one of the greatest baseball players I've ever seen. I've never even heard of this guy's name. Like that happens all the time in
Ah,
pro ball where you'll see a guy and maybe not necessarily know him, but you just like this is one of the best guys I've ever seen. Have you
yeah.
had that moment
Oh,
yet?
100%. Yeah. There's two guys that come to mind, and they're both on my team. Well, one of them's on my team. One of them is now in the big leagues. But Thomas DeJacy and Matt Koperniak are some of the like two of
Mm,
the best hitters I've ever seen. Like, of course, like when we see that I played with Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina, and I mean, I've played with all those guys up in the big leagues right now and like during spring training. But when in double A and triple A, I'm seeing these guys that I'm like, how are they not in the big leagues? Like the way they're hitting 340 with 30 bombs in
Yeah.
triple A and putting a show on every single night. And in double A, Thomas DeJacy was this kid who's hitting I don't even remember what he hit, 340 with 30 pumps and was Texas League MVP. And then Matt Koperniak last year did the same thing where he hit three something in triple A with 30 something pumps and was hitter of the year, second in the batting title. And it was unbelievable. And I'm like, dude, how do guys not know these two names? Now people are knowing Sajacy and Koperniak is a big name in the Cardinals organization.
Right.
But to me, I'm like, when I watch these guys, I'm watching them every night, obviously. I'm like, dude, these guys should be like, they're going to be household names. Like the
Yeah.
way they swing the bat and like, if they could do this, obviously at the major league level, they're going to be all stars. So
Oh,
yeah, it's fun watching those guys because when you're like, dude, this guy doesn't get any rap besides on our team. Like everybody knows Koperniak and JC rake,
Yeah.
and as soon as we go to other teams, they're like, dude, we didn't even know about this kid. Like they're not prospects. Well, JC was prospect, but Koperniak, he's like, dude, they're not prospects. Like, but this kid's just absolutely torched us all week. Like, so yeah, those two guys definitely come to mind for sure.
dude, that's awesome. I love hearing stuff like that. I love hearing about guys that I may not know that I need to put my radar on. So it's good that
Oh yeah.
you put me in on that.
Mhm.
Dickie, I want to start talking ball, bro. So you better start asking him more questions, or I'm gonna start talking the nitty gritty.
I want to go back. I know you've been there for a few years now, but I want to take it back to draft day. I want to hear the draft story. What was going on when you got
Mm,
drafted? What was who were you with? What was your emotions like? What
yeah.
was the phone call?
This is a funny story. Um, so my junior year in college, I'm gonna start there. My junior year in college, I got hurt. So a lot of people know like I did something pretty stupid. Missed my whole junior year. It happens. We learn from it,
Yeah.
but it ultimately could have really, really cost me my career. And I think that at the end of the day, I if I didn't have the Cape Cod League that I did, I would not be sitting here right now. I'd be in Hemet, California. I don't even know God's what. Like it's actually scary how
Yeah.
much like one mistake could have costed me my dream. And like knowing what I know now and how close I am, like thinking back of like what if I just didn't they didn't take a chance on me? It's scary. So it makes me appreciate what I have now even more because it could have just been taken away just like that.
Yeah.
But my junior year, I've obviously just didn't play. Played like the last 2 weeks. Was still having draft hopes because my sophomore year and the end of my freshman year were so good. So I'm getting calls and they're finally getting attention of like, hey, you're gonna play pro ball. We're gonna we're gonna look at you. Junior year happens, obviously don't play, and I stop getting calls. And I'm just like, dang, like just like that, like they don't care about me no more. Like, dude, like I made a mistake and I gotta just live with the consequences. Like, oh well, maybe I come back to school, I finish, and we see what happens there. Like maybe I get drafted my senior year, but I'd really like to be drafted my junior year because it's just gonna set up my career like
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
So I go to the Cape and I got an opportunity to go to the Cape and Roberts was the coach at the time and it was Coach Roberts took a chance on me. He told me, look, I knew your story. I knew what happened. And he goes, but I think that you have a career and I think that you have a future in this game. So I would be damned if I'm not going to give you that opportunity. And I go to the Cape and I knew I had to pitch like my fucking life. My life's on the line.
Yeah.
Literally, my life is on the line. And when I went out there, it kind of sucks because I didn't get to enjoy the Cape like a lot of people because they're there their freshman and sophomore years and they
Yeah.
get to enjoy it and be like, hey, yeah, this is stressful because if you have a good Cape, you could be a first rounder. Yeah, it's still stressful, but at the end of the day, it's summer ball and it's so fun. Um, but I go out there and it kind of was just like that's all I could think about was I need to get drafted. Every single time I went on the mound, I was pitching balls to the wall. I'm trying to throw as hard as I can and show these scouts like I'm still here. Like you have to put my name back on your radar because this is what I could do. So I went out there. I didn't walk anybody. I think I walked two guys in like something 15 innings. had like 20 strikeouts, allowed one run, I think one or two runs, and Coach Roberts was like, "Dude, if you don't get drafted, um, you can go to any school you want if you really wanted to, and then maybe try again next year." He's like, "I'll
Yeah.
get you connections to any SEC school, any Pac-12 school." And I'm just like, "All right, cool." Like that was that moment. I'm like, "Okay, like maybe I get drafted, but if not, I still have a future in this game. Maybe I go to another school, or maybe I go
Yeah.
back to Riverside. It didn't matter." So I was getting calls finally. I had a couple of like um, interviews and a couple of like surveys, and it was still like, okay, hey, like you're on our radar. We don't know when you're going to draft you. First day goes around, and obviously it's first rounders, and I'm like, I'm not going to be a first rounder. I'm a reliever. It's okay. Like I know, like sometimes you just got to like take one on the chin and just be
Yeah.
like, look, obviously not going to be a first dayer.
Yeah.
Get calls that after the draft. They're like, hey, keep your phone on you. I know I had a game, so they're like, "Hey, keep your phone on you, and that you can have your phone in the bullpen because we're going to be calling you." The draft was going on during the game. He's like, "Okay." Like, I get in the bullpen, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to take you in like the fifth round." Get a call from the Cubs. I'm like, "Oh my God, we're about to get on the bus to the game," and I'm like, "Guys, Cubs are calling me right now." Like fifth round, they called me, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" And like the guy was like, "Hey, we got you at this spot. We really want to take you. Like, this is what we're gonna do. Like, how much are you gonna sign for?" So we tell them the number. My agency calls them. They're like, "Okay, cool," and I don't get drafted. And I'm like, "What
Mm.
the?" They ended up drafting some other guy, and I was just like, "Okay, whatever." Like, money saver pick, whatever happened. I'm like, "Okay." Get calls in the seventh. The Cubs, Toronto, Seattle, and I'm just like, "Dude, why are they calling me?" And then just all of a sudden not drafting me. So I didn't know how the draft worked. I just thought, hey, they called me. It's not like the NFL. They call you, and that's gonna be you're gonna get
Right.
that pick. They're calling you saying, "Hey, what would you take?" Then they're going to their whole board of every single cross checker, and then they draft whoever all those regional scouts are saying. So then they all get together, like five or six names, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna go this guy instead." So I got passed up the second day, and when you got all those calls, and like I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Dude, like what's going on?" So I got really upset.
Hmm.
I had a game to play. I luckily did not pitch because the coach was like, "Hey, if God forbid anything happens, like it's gonna hurt your stock." And I was just like, you know what? Like, just like screw this, screw that. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go back to school. Like, I'm not gonna. But next day comes around. They're like, hey, do not turn off your phone. Like, we're gonna take you. And I'm like, oh yeah, this story again. Yeah, that's what you said yesterday in the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth round. And now I'm gonna go as a day three guy. And I'm like, dude, this is like when I look back, like I want to be able to say like, hey, I was a fifth rounder, fourth rounder. That's no joke in the big league, like
Yeah.
in pro ball. Like those are high picks. And I'm like, if for me to set up my career, I want to be a top prospect. I want to be a top draft pick, like for this organization because they're gonna look at me more. Like I want to be this top guy. So I was super upset, and I'm just like, whatever. Like I'm gonna go back to school. Like I'm gonna go back to school. It was just kind of like in my head, like I'm gonna go back to school. And there was obviously a number that I would take, be like, okay, maybe I'll go, and I never even had a phone call with the Cardinals. And at that point, I was so like just discouraged. And I'm with my mom and my dad. We're in Boston, or I'm sorry, we're in the Cape, in Katuitt. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even care anymore. I turn off the draft. I turn off the tracker, and I throw my phone to the side, and we go to an IHOP. And I'm just like super upset. Like in there, I'm like, dude, like what happened? Like, is it because of what I did in college? Like, is it because I like got hurt my junior year, and they're just not drafting me because they think I have a character issue? Like, dude, I just screwed up money for myself, and that's just all that's going through my head. Finally, I text my agent. I'm like, hey, just call me. Let me know if there's anything going on. Like, I'm at breakfast with my family, and he texts me back. He goes, Cardinals, 14th round, and I'm like, all right, like you told me this, or they've been calling me 17 times. 17 other teams have told me the same thing. I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. So I turn the draft tracker back on, and I'm literally getting my food. Like I got all this breakfast food coming in. My mom and my dad are sitting in front of me, and we turn the tracker on, and it's kind of glitchy on my phone, and all of a sudden it's just the automated voice, the St. Louis Cardinals select, and then I'm like, Andre Granillo, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm
Ah.
like, yeah, exactly. My mom and dad, like, honestly, it was just so like, wait, what? Wait, what just happened? And I'm like, the Cardinals just took me. They're like, wait, the Cardinals? And like everybody, I mean, Cardinals are a huge historic franchise.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just like everybody loves the Cardinals or everybody knows
Oh
who the
yeah.
Cardinals are. Like I was like, oh my God. I didn't even speak a word to these guys. Like they didn't even call me. They didn't even ask
Yeah.
anything. Like they didn't even say. They didn't even ask me if I said yes. Like you know.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was just like, dude, like I just got drafted, and it was just like, I was expecting that. Hey, like this is general manager, who like we're taking you right now, like you see in the movies or like you see in like everybody else is like when they get the call and they're with their parents, and it was just like different. And I was like, I'm at an IHOP in Katuitt, Massachusetts, with obviously the love that my mom and dad were there, but like I was like, oh my God. And then I got all my family calling me and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to eat. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm starving right now. Like how like yeah, so that was my draft story and it's a good one.
Oh yeah.
It's
Wow.
definitely memorable. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that. And
It's funny
yeah,
looking back
that's
at it
that's the
3 years now. It
story of
probably wasn't funny to
how
you
I
at the
got
time.
drafted.
Yeah. That's probably real funny
No,
looking back
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. I was kind of like going back into the first year, like obviously scared. Um, I go straight to low A right out of the draft. Like a lot of people go to short season or rookie ball.
Mhm.
Like no, I went straight to low A, and they were like, just throw me to the Wolves, and I'm like, all right, well, I've been here before, thrown to the Wolves. Like, all right, this is it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a good low A, and never really looked back. And now that I look back on it, it's like it feels so long ago, but it also doesn't because it was just only 3, 4 years ago. But it's cool to look back at now that I'm one step away from the big leagues and
Yeah.
see
Wow.
that honestly the rounds don't really matter. Like 14th rounder, bro, they don't care. Like if I'm out there doing it, like what I did, like the first 3 years of my professional, like in pro ball, like I was a top prospect by the end of my first year. And they were like, oh, like 14th rounder out of UC Riverside, like didn't sign for dang near what the people ahead of him signed. Like and all of a sudden it's like, okay, this guy could play. Like that's where it matters. It's like, okay, my name's getting thrown out there a little bit more. I'm a top prospect. Like now, like that 14th round next to my name doesn't even matter anymore. They're like, this guy could play. That's it.
Brother, I could have gotten drafted in the
Yeah.
32nd round. The fact that like a major
Yeah.
organization is even thinking about like wanting you on their squad, like I couldn't even imagine that. That's so
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
dude.
It's perspective a lot. Yeah. I guess like when you look at it, when I was looking at it, I'm not even getting drafted in the 14th. There's free agents that would be like, dude, I would kill to be a 14th rounder. There's people right now that are playing indie ball or like in college, like, dude, I'd kill. So again,
Mhm.
like that makes me look back, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, I was so fortunate to even get drafted considering like what had happened my junior year, and like, like they took a chance on me, and obviously where I'm at now, it makes it a lot more like I appreciate every single day that I'm at the field, like because I should not be here, honestly, and like real talk, I probably shouldn't be here considering what happened, and like that's like like every day I could show up at the field and I get to do what I love. So
Hey man, that's what hard work does. I mean, you can't discredit
mm,
the hard work. The work speaks for itself. So like any other like off the field stuff, like that doesn't really
mm,
matter. When it comes to the ball, they knew what they were getting. So
yeah. Hmm.
I wanna and sorry, Dickie, if I'm kind of going off topic here, but I just want to bring this up because I thought it was pretty cool. Mason Miller, closer for the A's, he just
Hmm.
debuted, not debuted, but he just came out to his new closing song. Like you know how like the closer
Nickelback.
comes out to their song. Have
Yeah, oh yeah.
you guys seen that? What
Is it
song
the
he's coming
Nickelback
out to?
one?
I
Burn it to the ground. Yeah.
I didn't see that. No,
It's a
no,
good
I
one.
didn't see that.
It's a good
The
one. I wish
the
it was a
man's
night game.
coming
Is
It's like
out
it?
in the
to
middle of the day, I
Nickelback,
feel
bro.
like.
That's hilarious. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Closer entrances are so sick. Like I know I'm a little biased, but like when you see like the edits of like the obviously Mariano Rivera, Clases is super sick. Doval, Helsley, like it's pretty badass when you're just like, all right, shut the whole lights off of the stadium, put red lights on, play a
Yeah.
sick song, and like come out, and it's like, oh shit, that's badass because that dude's about to come in here and throw 100. Like that's sick.
Well, I gotta ask them, what would be your like closing? Like, what would be your closer song if you had to pick one? Like to get the fucking stadium riled up. Like,
Stadium
what are you
rocking.
choosing?
Ooh, there's two. So in college and in first couple of years in pro ball, I had Forgot About Dre by Dr. Dre.
Hmm.
And it was just like obviously my name's Andre. Cool song, good hype song. but like if I were to go like red lights, they're flashing LEDs. Like if I'm doing that and it's like I'm gonna try to get this whole crowd pumping in myself, it's got to be like Aerials by System of a Down, because I think
Oh,
that
okay.
the beginning of just like the guitar and then like the bass coming in and then all of a sudden it's just like boom and it's just like in your face, and I think this crowd would eat it up. I think they would love it. This is Aerials.
There's so many System of the Down songs that you can choose, and it just gets everyone fucking pumped. But
Yeah,
I think you
yeah,
chose a
yeah, yeah.
great one, dude. That's
Yeah.
actually a
I
really
think
good.
Metallica's the same way. Like you can't really go wrong. Like with the closer song, I know Metallica's pretty like niche because of obviously Enter Sandman, but I mean you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
Especially like yeah, System of a Down. You could go a lot of ways.
that
But
crowd will get
funny
bumping.
story about closer songs is in Double A. Um, we got new LED lights. And I mean, in Springfield in our AA system, it's a cool stadium, town, packed stadium on Friday, Saturday nights, like really fun environment. And I think my time there is probably one of my favorites in Pro Bowl. But
Nice.
it's the day they're debuting their brand new LED lights. They've been talking about these, like the ones that like flicker red and like you could do a spotlight, like you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
at like a big league stadium.
Yeah.
So first night, and we're playing against the San Antonio Missions, which is the Padres affiliate, and I'm closing the game, going in the ninth inning, and oh, I ended up going in the eighth inning. I'm sorry. First man on first, safe situation, eighth inning, and I come out to get 2 outs. I needed to get 2 outs, tying run on first, and none of us knew this was going to happen. So the lights shut off, and I'm like, oh, what the heck? And then it goes all red, and I'm like, oh shit, like what's going on? And then all of a sudden, Enter Sandman starts playing. And I'm like, no way they're playing Enter Sandman right now. Like, I'm getting pumped because I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah,
But I'm like, dude, you're not like, I don't know if it's like, if you guys know, but it's pretty unwritten rule. You do not walk out to Enter Sandman
yeah,
if you're a closer
yeah.
and you're not in the big leagues throwing 100. Even if you're in the big leagues, unless you're, I don't even know if there's a guy in the big leagues right now that actually can pull off Enter Sandman and not have everybody be like, dude, like, come
No,
on,
yeah.
that's Mariano's
They need to
walkout,
retire
is
the
Enter
song like they
Sandman.
retired
You
jersey
can't.
numbers.
So that's what I'm saying. They need to retire. Like, no one should be
Yeah.
able to walk out to Enter Sandman. That's just my opinion. And I think if you ask any baseball fan, it's the same thing. So
Mhm.
now I'm sitting here running into the game looking like an absolute tool because our organization or our affiliate wanted to play Enter Sandman like I'm Mariano Rivera in a AA baseball game.
That's awesome.
Then next night, I tell our media, I said, hey, look, like you cannot play Enter Sandman when I walk in. I look like an idiot. And they're like, oh, okay, no, you're right. We were just trying to get the crowd hyped. Friday night, we're debuting the lights. Like, I'm like, okay, I get it. But it looks like that. I'd put that as my walkout song, and the other team thinks I'm a freaking douchebag. Next night, same thing, but they put Hell's Bells. And I'm like, dude, there's no way. I'm like, I just told them. I said, do not play a closer's walkout song.
Yeah.
Next night, same situation, ninth inning, Saturday night, trying to get the crowd pumped up, Hell's Bells. And I'm just like, dude, oh my God, I look like
The
the
other team's like, who
biggest
the fuck is
doucher
this
on
guy?
the planet. I know. This guy, like, dude, who the hell does this guy think he is walking out to Enter Sandman and then Hell's Bells with a light show in Double A? I'm like, dude, thank God I saved both of those games, or else
Yeah.
they'd be like, dude, get this kid out of here. Like, this is not like this guy's a tool.
That would have
Oh,
been so funny too if like it happened again a third time and you're like, okay, there's no way they screw me a third time. And you run out there, you see a guy with a trumpet just ready to start going.
Oh
Like,
no, no.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fourth
okay.
night in
That would have
California
been the
left.
last straw. That would have been the last straw.
Just start
Yeah.
stacking them on.
Dude, that would have just been yeah. Just every single closer in the book. Yeah, I'm walking out to their song.
Yeah.
oh man,
Uh,
that's actually hilarious though that they kind of set you up, bro. They set you up for
They
failure.
set me up for
yeah.
failure because it's a lose-lose. Like if I got there and saved the game, like whoop-de-doo, but I still walked out to Enter Sandman. If I blow the
Yeah.
game, they're like, dude, you can never walk out to that again.
Oh
But
man.
Jay, do you want to go to a game or you want me to play my game or
So
what
did
you
you
want?
guys
Oh,
go ahead, Dickie, go for it. I got something after if you want to go for it.
I'm gonna jump in just because the Masters was this weekend, and this game has nothing to do with golf minus the name of it. It's closest to the pin. How it works is you don't have to get the right answer, but you just got to be closer than Jared. So we
Got it.
got
All
10
right.
rounds. 10 rounds here. I want to start off, and so if you go first on the first one, you'll go second on the second one. It's just flips on who goes first on each question. So, what do you guys think Jack Flaherty's career ERA is?
So
Jack
am I going
Flaherty,
first?
career ERA.
You can pick. You want to go first? Or you want to go second on this one? You're the guest. You can pick.
I'll go first on this one because I have absolutely zero clue. I played with Jack and I don't know. And I think it's a 3.92, which is pretty good.
I'll go. I'm not trying to price is right you here. This is genuine, just what I think. I'll go 363.
It's a 359. So yeah, Jared wins that one. Really close by
Oh,
.04 off of it.
wow.
But yeah,
Dude, Flaherty's kind of nasty.
I
Wait,
think the last
what?
2 years has been just
The
dominant so
dude's
far.
nails,
All
man.
right.
Jared brought this guy
Yeah,
up.
no, I knew how good he was, but holy.
Jared brought this guy up a couple minutes ago. But I got Mason Miller's career WHIP. So Jared's first on this one.
Career whip for Mason Miller. Oh man, I just don't. I feel like every time I see a highlight of this guy, he's just closing out the game with a win. So I'll go. I'll go one. I'll go 1.3 career whip. Just throw
Oh,
some out there.
I feel
What'd
like
you say?
that's kind of high. I said, I feel like that's kind of high. I feel like the dude's, I mean, what is he, 3 years removed from a
This is
debut? Two
his
and a half
third
years?
year.
It could be disrespectful. I
I
don't
think
know.
it, no, 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 no. You might be right because of walks, maybe. That's the only reason because they're not hitting them. That's the only thing. I'm gonna go 1-1.
It is a
What's
.98.
probably point .9.
.98.
Yep, yep, I knew it. It's a
Yep.
point .9. I wanted
Yeah.
to go point .9. I was gonna go point .95, but I was like,
Yeah.
maybe walk. So I inflated it.
I just
So it's
didn't want to
1-1.
glaze him too hard. I feel like he's already got so much going for him. It's like he doesn't need me glazing him right now.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah,
of
you're
guys
right.
you
You're right.
glaze,
He throws
Jared.
103.
Speaking of guys you glaze, Hunter Green's career strikeouts over his 4-year career. Jared's a huge Hunter Green fan.
Oh,
I'm gonna go 853 because he does punch a lot of dudes.
how long has he been in the league, Dickie? 4
This is
years?
his 4th year.
Um, I'll go 693.
It is 516. I feel like he was
Oh,
hurt one of those years, huh?
yeah, I was way off. Yeah,
He probably hasn't
maybe,
only played
maybe.
like 2.5 full
Was he, or did he
seasons.
just not have like that good of a year?
It says he averages 129
I
strikeouts
don't know. Yeah.
per season.
Damn. Why do I feel like he's been in the league for like 6 years now? Maybe I'm just. I think that dude's way older than what he is.
He's got a 2022, he started 24 games, then he started 22 games, then he started 26 games. This year he started 4. So he's got 76 career starts. He's got 516 strikeouts in 415 innings.
Okay. I mean, I'll take that point. You know me. I'm gonna take that point.
So for the fourth one, we got Alex Bregman's All-Star Game appearances. How many times has old Breggy been at the All-Star Game?
Is it my guess?
Yes.
All right. So I'll go. He's been to the World Series 3 times. He's won 2 of them. I'll guess he was an all-star for all 3 of those. He was there a year before the World Series, or 2 years before the World Series. I don't think he was an all-star then. I'll go 5. I'll go 5.
I'm gonna go 7. I think he's been playing since what, 2015 debut?
Yeah,
2013 debut or 2015
I
debut?
think it's 2015, but he's only made 2 All-Star
It's
games.
2015.
He's only made two.
Two?
2018 and 2019.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
he wasn't even an all-star that second World Series.
Well, just like what other AL third basemen have been tearing? Like Rafi Devers probably made a few. Jose Ramirez.
Jose
Who's
Ramirez
taking
is
these
probably
away
in
from
there a
him?
lot. Yeah, Devers.
Nolan
Yeah,
Arenado,
what
well,
the?
not Nolan, because he's
Nolan's in
Nolan's on the
NL.
ANL.
yeah, yeah.
Who's getting the start
Uh,
over him? Honestly, I don't know.
I feel like he
Oh,
should have at least 3 or 4.
third baseman.
Uh-huh.
I know who's taking it over him. Third baseman, AL. We forgot a big one. Jose Ramirez.
I said that. I said Devers and Jose
That's yeah.
Ramirez. See, this is what
Oh,
I
my
gotta deal
bad,
with,
Dickie.
Andre. Jerry just
Jesus, why
never
are you
listens
yelling
to
at
me.
me?
This whole time, he just never listens.
I was gonna say, wait, J Ram. I was like, didn't I say J Ram too? No, I'm just...
I'm just kidding. All right, this one's a
Shit, my
little
bad, boys.
this one's a little out there. It's the amount of on average, the amount of baseballs used in an MLB game.
I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
And this one's
How many
Andre first.
cleats were worn during the 2025 season?
I tried to switch it up a little bit.
How many baseballs they went through in a 2024 baseball season?
No, one game. Like on average, how many
Oh,
how many
sorry.
baseballs are used in a game on average?
First off, Andre, if you don't beat me in this, you
I
have to at least have a
don't
guesstimation.
know. I don't know. Every time they breathe on the ball, they throw it away over here.
Am I
Like
crazy for
I get
thinking
it.
50 plus? Am I crazy for thinking
Oh
50
no, you're
plus?
not crazy 50 plus, dude. I use 50 plus in a bullpen.
Yeah, dude. I might have to go. I'll go 65. I'll go 65.
Well, you were
Yeah,
supposed
I
to go
was gonna go
second, but
75 because I think it's like 100.
yeah, it's
Oh,
120,
oh,
but you get the
oh,
point because you were closer.
oh well. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, it's like 100. I had to go under just because I just needed the point. But I knew it
Yeah,
was like 100 and something just so I wasn't that off.
you got the point still.
What's gross is that that's the average. There's possibly more
Yeah.
baseball being used in other games.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
gross.
Yeah, what do they do? All they do is they stamp them right after the game, have it MLB authenticated. They put a little QR code. You know exactly what pitch and what happened that exact at bat, and then they sell it.
That's fucking lit. I can get a foul ball by Jake
You
Lamb.
can get a foul ball from whenever. Like, dude, it's crazy. Like,
That shit's awesome.
Just I can get a foul ball
it
from
is.
Jake Lamb.
It's like wild with those Jake Lamb.
Most used. I got a foul tip off a fucking Yachty sack or something.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what they're selling
The
on. That's what they're selling on MLB Authentics.
the Dodgers just
So,
traded for
Dickie, who's winning?
Asturi. Right now we got 1-1,
I think it's
2,
two
2 for
something.
Jared. It's 3-2 Jared after 5. So the Dodgers just traded with the A's and got Asturi Ruiz, who in 2023 led the American League in stolen bases. How many did he have?
My first.
Yeah.
I think so, yes.
I think I saw a TikTok and I think it was 71. I remember seeing this TikTok. I think it was 71.
I think I also remember seeing the same TikTok, and I think it's 81.
Oh, I
It's
think you got it.
67, so that goes to Andre. And we're all tied up 3-3.
Oh,
We're all tied up.
got it. 67? Could have sworn there was a one in there somewhere.
I think
I don't
last year
know,
he had
like,
one.
that. Am I imagining a TikTok?
Hmm.
What's going on here, dude?
Nick Pivetta signed a 4-year deal with the Padres. How much money was attached to that deal? How many millions?
You mind repeating it one more time?
Nick Pivetta signed a 4-year contract with the Padres. How many millions were on that contract? This one's Jared first.
Am I the first guess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go 1.
4 years, $1 million?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I have no idea. I legit have no idea. So I'm a lowball it.
The league
4 years,
minimum
$1
is like
million. I don't.
800,000.
The league minimum's got to be. Yeah.
Are
I'm
you saying
honestly, yeah,
one
I'm
per
having
year?
trouble even understanding the question.
Are you saying no? Okay, so he signed
Yes.
like Shohei Ohtani's on like a 13-year, 600 mil, whatever his contract is. Like, what is the? It's 4 years, comma, total amount of money that he's making in those
Oh,
4 years.
okay, 4 million, a million a
Four.
year.
All right, Andre.
Yes, 4 million, a million a year.
Nah, I'm just gonna go. It's got to be more, but I gotta get the point. I'm just gonna go 5 million because it's
No.
so much more. It's
He's
like
making
70.
yeah, he's making $55 million over the 4 year contract.
Yeah,
Can I be 100% honest?
yeah.
Can I be 100% honest
You
with
don't
you?
know who Nick
Yeah,
Pavetta is, do you?
I didn't until you said it right now. I didn't even catch the player's
Yeah.
name. It was like kind of cutting out, and then so I was just like, okay, whoever player this is, I'm guessing that we're lowballing him.
Nick Pavetta.
Nah, I was gonna go 52.
Yeah. All right, we got three more, and I made them all Cardinal player based. Right now,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's fair.
sweet.
leading the Cardinals in on the team in batting average so far in 2025 is Brendan Donovan. What's he batting? What's his average?
What they played? How many games so far? Like 15.
12, maybe 13.
Yeah.
Um, if you're leading the team in batting average, unless like you just don't, your team's not really swinging it right now, I'll guess 335.
I'm gonna go 367.
Oh, let me do the math on this. Oh fuck, Jared
Oh, so we're
barely
right
on
in the
this one.
middle.
So he's batting 350. So Jared was 15 points off, and you were 17 off. So Jared wins that one by
Oh,
.02. Two more to
Thank God, dude.
go.
I needed a redemption after that dumbass one.
wow. We're tied 4-4.
Yeah, let me double check that real quick. Uh,
Yeah, we have to be tied 4-4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4-4 with 2 to go. Adam Wainwright played how many seasons in the MLB?
So he debuted in 2005. I know that almost for no, my God, no, he didn't. He debuted in 2003.
Damn it.
And then he retired. Oh my God, what year was I there? In 22. So that is he retired in 23. He played 20 years in the big leagues. That's my final answer. 2003 to 2023.
You
Jared?
know what? I'm not gonna say the same answer, so we can kind of have some suspense to it. So I'll go 21. I'll say he got that extra year in him.
He played 18. So that point goes to Andre.
Oh, so was it 2005?
Yeah, 2005 to
Because he
23.
was a rookie and he closed, yeah, he did. He closed out the World Series in 2005.
Uh,
No, that's right. Yeah, I should have known
Ugh.
that. That's Wayno's my boy,
so
so
you
I should have known that. That's my fault.
at worst you can tie. So you can't lose the game. So Jared has to get this one right to tie.
Okay, sick. And I go first, right? No, 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 I'm second.
Yeah, you're second on this one.
No, you can go first for sure.
No,
So
no, no, no. We got to keep it
Yadier
fair.
Molina played for 19 seasons. How many runners did he throw out?
I mean,
God, I don't even feel like I have a good guess for
dude,
this.
I don't even know a ballpark. I
Okay,
just remember seeing the graphic of how many stole off of him in the span he was there. And it was like 620 something, and everybody else was like at like 1100. How
I
many people do you throw
think
out?
let's just say he maybe has an opportunity to throw out one a game. That's 162. That's if he plays every game. That's if he's throwing out a runner every game. I'll just cut that in half. I'll go 18.
That's
You
exactly what
said
I was gonna
19
do.
seasons?
Yeah.
Okay, so 19.
You guys also got to counter into like how many people thought they were fast enough to even try to steal on Yachty?
Yeah, exactly. I'll go that he threw out 612. I don't know if that's a great guess. I don't know if that's a terrible guess, but that's my guess.
I was gonna go 650 because I have no clue.
Oh, we got a tie, boys. That's 381 runners thrown out.
Whoa, they didn't try his
Oh
ass.
He
They
threw out
no,
never
they
40.
tried
didn't.
his ass. They
His
knew better.
career put out percentage was 40.3%.
They knew
Wow.
better. They knew
Yeah,
better.
that's what it was. Do we got a tiebreaker question or what?
I can cook up one right
Is
now.
Dickie smart enough to whip up a quick
Yeah,
question
hold on,
off
I
the
got
top of
you.
his dome right now?
I got you. Just because it's a guy that played on the Cardinals,
Yeah,
and
we
now
can't end in a
I've
tie.
no, because this is a player that I've grown to be a huge fan of, and he was on the Cardinals, and now he's not. Now he's playing.
Okay, I know.
Now he's playing with the boys in blue. Give me let's make this one good. The most amount of home runs. So single season. What's the most home runs that Tommy Edman has hit in a season?
I'll
I'm first,
go.
right?
Yeah. You go. You go.
I'm gonna say 24.
Oh my god. Okay. I can't do this because this will be cheap out of me. Before I was even going to say anything, I was going to say 22.
Well, you win that one because
I
it's
was going to say
13.
22.
23.
It's 13.
What?
Yeah.
No, no way.
Not a
That's
power guy.
crazy. I thought he for sure had that 20 pump season.
Well, that's closest to the
Tommy
pins.
Edman
Thank
just
you
ain't
guys for
built like
playing.
that, brother. Wow.
Good
That was
game.
a hey, that
Great
was a
game.
great game, brother. Holy
Good game.
shit.
Good stuff.
Um, hey, quick question. What do you guys? Did you guys see Aaron Judge get announced as captain?
I did.
I did not. I'm not gonna lie, I do not watch baseball. I don't watch a lot of baseball. I play 6 days a week and we're probably
Yeah.
playing during all the games. And the last thing I want to do, like a day to day, like on a day like today, is watch baseball. Like as much as I love it, I
Yeah.
gotta, you gotta give the mind a rest sometimes.
Yeah.
I just want to play some golf, eat some food, and just chill.
Yeah, sorry, we're kind of bombarding you with all the baseball right now, but we
Yeah.
really
No, 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 no,
appreciate
no.
this.
I like the games are fun. The games I like. That's what we do in the bullpen all day is play games like that. So
Fuck yeah.
Real quick, we don't even got to get too much on it. I kind of want to get what Dickie has to say about it because I wasn't able to talk to him yet. But Aaron Judge got announced as the World Baseball Classic Team USA captain. I know it was Mike Trout a couple years ago, and now Mike Trout came out saying like, "Yeah, that's the guy you kind of want to be the captain."
Mhm.
Dickie, what do you think about that? Andre, you like I said, you're more welcome to give your opinion on it, but like, what's your guys' thoughts on that?
I think it's a perfect passing of the torch. I mean, Mike Trout said it himself too. He's fitting for it. Aaron Judge has gotten a lot of heat, like if you go on Twitter or anything like that, just from dropping the ball in the World Series. But he's still Aaron Judge. Like the guy's a dog. It's not like there's. I think he's the right guy for it.
Agree.
He's the captain of the Yankees. I mean, it's not like
Agree.
he's like not a captain of his team, and then it's like, hey, go be captain of USA. Like he's already the captain of the Yankees. I think it's fitting.
I liked the decision they went with Aaron Judge. I think me reading the comments, I kind of was like, are people happy about this or are they pissed off? Because if you're Team USA and you just got beat how you got beat against Japan, however many years ago it was, you need Aaron Judge on your team. Like that dude is a freak. Dude's superhuman. So I don't know why people in the comments were kind of like almost like he wasn't they want him on the team, they don't want him as captain. Like they wanted Mike Trout as the captain, which
No,
I get
I
it,
think that
brother. I love
this
Mike
World
Trout
Baseball
too, but
Classic, World Baseball Classic, we need to do like what the NBA did with the Olympics that one time we lost, like where USA lost, and then the next Olympics we sent out like Kobe, LeBron, KD, like we just sent out the damn Avengers. Like that's what Team USA kind of needs to do now. It's like, oh, Team Japan thinks they got some dudes. Like we still go play MLB in America. Like let's go send out the squad. But also, I think that there's a lot of other teams that are also like I like that a lot of the other guys that are like American and also have like a little bit of some other heritage are also going and playing for that team. Like Jared Duran playing on Team Mexico. I think that's cool. So it's like I just love the World Baseball Classic like as a whole. Obviously, I want like Team USA to win, but I also want to see like a lot of because it's almost like always like the same four teams. So it's like I want to see some more teams spacing it out a little bit, making it competitive.
I don't care if it's game 7 of the World Series and it's your two favorite teams or it's your two teams that hate each other the most. Nothing will ever be more competitive than Puerto Rico versus Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic. You will see motherfuckers ripping their shirts off and pounding on their chest. Like, it's a whole different type of vibe when it comes to the World Baseball Classic, and I cannot wait, dude. Holy shit, I'm ready. Oh, am I cutting out really bad? You guys probably didn't hear shit, huh?
No, I got you. Andre, do you have anything on the World
Okay,
No,
Baseball
we're
Classic?
perfect, cool.
wait. What was that? I'm sorry.
I just didn't know if you had any
You
like
said I have what?
do you have any thoughts on the World Baseball Classic? Anything that you're looking
No, no,
forward
no,
to
no.
seeing?
You guys said it. That's why. No, I honestly I want to play in it.
Fuck
I
yeah.
Yo,
think it
yeah.
would be so sick. I think I could play for Team Mexico. I probably can't play for Team USA because I mean, but I think I could go play for Team Mexico. I just got to go do the paperwork and they gotta accept it. But I think 1,000% AAA reliever, Team Mexico. I think I might be able to sneak myself in there. It's not for another 2 years. Wait, 2026, right? Or no,
I
this is
think
next year,
so.
right?
Next year.
2026, yes.
Yeah. So next year, spring training. Hopefully, if I get a debut and then I ask them, like, "Hey, do you mind if I come pitch for you guys?" I would love to.
That'd be cool as
Would love to go
shit.
play for Team Mexico. But yeah,
Oh,
I
that
would.
would be
Yeah.
lit.
Is it? I think it's in Miami again for the USA Mexico bracket. I think the USA is in the same bracket,
Yeah.
so I
Oh,
wouldn't even have
really?
to. And yeah, I'm in Palm Beach for spring, so I would be in the same area, pretty much
It's
about
right
an
there
hour
anyways.
away.
Dude, could you? You know how fast I
Yeah.
would grab your jersey, bro? Like, oh
A
my
Granillo
God.
Mexico jersey.
It
That'd
literally
be
would be,
so sick.
it would be overnight the next day, brother. Like, I would have that shit.
That'd
Ooh.
be dope. That would be
Um,
sick.
hey, I'm gonna crack another mini game at us then since we're still talking ball a little bit. So for the mini game that I got a year that's already happened before, and I also got 3 players that played on that same team for that year. Your guys' job is to tell me what team this is. Sound good?
Got it.
We'll do what Dickie did. We'll give one guess goes to one person, the other goes to another. So, Andre, since you went first for the first game, Dick can go first for this one. You guys can have the same answers. There's not like you have to have 2 different ones, but
Yeah.
we'll just go with it. So, for 2015, this team had AJ Burnett, Charlie Morton, and Neil Walker. What team is this? And trust me, I did not make these easy. I need ball
I
knowers in this chat, so don't
Yeah.
who's going first?
feel free to talk it out.
I have a guess on my
I
mind
think it's
too.
I think it's you. You're first.
Pittsburgh.
I do. I have one, and I don't think it's right.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
Okay, Dick, you got Pittsburgh. Andre, what you
And
thinking?
Neil Walker, Burnett. It sounds like now that he's saying Pittsburgh, I think that's 100% correct. But Neil Walker. I know Burnett played for the Pirates too. That's
You can
Charlie
double up
Morton.
too. Like you
Yeah,
can go the same too.
I think it. Yeah, I think it is Pittsburgh.
Okay, we have both correct. That's 1 point
Yeah,
for each. That
I was
is,
like, wait, we can have the same answer, and I just
Yeah.
didn't want to.
hey, if you guys both know it's the right answer, you guys both have to say it. I mean, there ain't no harm, no
Mm.
foul there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, these are not going to get any easier. These are going to be try to stump you. So I need you on your guys' A game. So the year is 2008. You have Gio Gonzalez, Rajay Davis, and Kurt Suzuki. What team is this?
I'm first, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Rajay Davis. Wait, what was the first one?
Gio Gonzalez,
Gio
Kurt
Gonzalez.
Suzuki, Rajay Davis. Dickie's going through it right now.
I
It's
think it's
two
the
teams.
Indians.
So
That's a good
the
guess, Andre. Okay, Dickie.
the thing is I remember Rajay Davis on the A's. I remember Gio Gonzalez on the Nationals, and I remember who was the third one?
Kurt Suzuki.
I remember him on both. So that's
Oh
where it's
my
like I
God.
feel like it's the A's or the Nationals.
It's the A's. It is the
And I think I'm
A's.
just gonna
No, it's
but was
the
Gio on
A's.
the A's?
Yeah, I think he was, dude, and I'm just
Yeah,
giving you
I'm
this
gonna go the
point.
A's, but it might be the Nationals, but I'm gonna go the A's.
Before getting traded to the Nationals, Gio Gonzalez was an A.
Let's go.
Yeah, good stuff.
Whew.
The Oakland A's.
That was mine. I was like, did Rajay
Wow.
Davis
I'm
ever
not
play on
going
the
to
Nationals?
lie.
That's no, yeah. I honestly don't remember him on the A's. That's a pull.
I specifically chose these players because, and this goes for everyone you're kind of going to see, you're going to hear the guy and think another
And
team
think another
versus,
team.
yep.
Yeah, that's why I got Rajay and Suzuki, and yeah, I just didn't know if Gio did. So those two threw me off.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Let's go 2020. We'll go COVID year. You have no excuse. Everyone should have been watching either sports or some sort of entertainment. So let's go 2020. Justin Smoke, Kevin Gosman, Johnny Cueto.
I think I got it.
Dickie is first, Andre. So if you got out, hold on to it. Do not
Yeah,
give him
yeah.
any sort of,
Ye-
because this man is staring into the abyss right now.
Well, no, because it's like because it's like Gosman and Smoke were on the Blue Jays, but I do think it's the Giants.
Okay,
Did
Andre.
I cut it? Oh.
Oh my God, now you're throwing me off. You said Smoke, Gossman,
Yep,
and what was the last one?
Johnny Cueto.
2020 COVID year. Because I remember the year after Cueto went to the Marlins
Okay, where did he go to the Marlins from?
from
Because in 2020
the
he made a little pit stop.
the crazy part. I think it is the Giants because I remember a story my buddy had that he in spring training he went over to Cueto's house and it's in Scottsdale, so it's got to be a Scottsdale spring training team. And just Smoke is throwing me off. I don't remember him on the Giants, but I
Also
remember
Giants.
I was gonna go Mariners, but I think it's the Giants.
Okay, so do we have both Giants or do we have Mariners and Giants? What do we got? Is it both Giants?
You know what? I wouldn't have got Giants unless he said it. So I'm gonna go Mariners, and I'm gonna give him the,
But I think
if
you're
he's
right.
got it, he's got it.
I think you're right.
Unfortunately, Andre, Dickey did get it. That is the San Francisco
Let's go
Giants.
for Giants. Yeah.
Uh,
Dang it.
as soon as he said
Yeah, I just
Mariners, I
don't
was like, wait
remember.
a
Yeah,
minute.
Gossman, because Smoke 100% played for the Mariners.
Yes,
That's
he
where I know him from.
yeah, Justin Smoke also his like main stint, he's remembered for being a Blue Jay, the first baseman.
Hmm.
So, and that's why I kind of wanted to throw it off because obviously Kevin Gossman was a Blue Jay as
Was
well.
a Blue
So
Jay.
I wanted that Blue Jay to be like in the back of people's mind. Okay. Two more. We got Dickey's
Two to
up
one,
three
I
to
think.
one. So it's
Oh,
unfortunately only two more. Yeah, so we gotta lock in right here. We got 2019. We got Jay Bruce. We got D Gordon. And we got Edwin Encarnacion.
I got it.
2019.
I think I got it. He's first, yeah.
I think you're first this time.
I am.
Yes.
Is that the Marlins?
Okay.
I'm going the
Dickey.
Nationals.
Okay. I'm gonna let you guys choose two more new teams because neither of you are correct, and I want someone to at least get the point.
Really? Encarnacion?
D Strange Gordon.
And what was the other one?
So
D.
I got
Gordon.
yeah, I got Andre. You chose the Marlins, correct? And then Dick,
Oh,
you said
Yeah,
Nationals.
is this one Seattle?
Neither the Marlins or the Nationals is correct. Say that again,
I don't
Dickie.
remember.
Is this
He
one
said
Seattle?
Seattle.
Okay, is that your second guess, or is that just like
Yeah, that's my second guess.
because I'm letting you guys get two more guesses. I just need to know like if that's
Yeah,
your official
I'll lock
answer.
mine in
Jay
on Seattle.
Bruce. Oh my goodness.
I'll lock mine on Seattle. I don't really remember
Where
D
did D.
Gordon on there.
Gordon go
Yeah.
after? I remember him on the Dodgers. Was he on the Dodgers for a little bit? I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go Dodgers.
Okay. Oh man, he's running away with it, ladies and gentlemen. Dickey gets the point
Uh
again. That is Seattle.
Whew.
dang. I don't remember D. Gordon on Seattle or Jay Bruce.
Neither
I
did
know the
I. That's
names,
why when I was doing the
obviously.
research, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, dude. It's like Celtics Shaq. I'm like, bro, who? I'm like,
Shaq on the
yeah,
Cavs, bro. It's like
that's
goodness,
what I'm
just
saying. Like,
retired.
I didn't even know.
All right, so I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna make this last round 5 points, just so like we can get the fucking heartbeat pumping. Here we go. 2012. We got Omar Infante, Phil Koch, and Alex Avila. 2012.
I think I know this one
I think
too.
it's Dickey.
Give me Detroit.
If you know this one, you're a freak.
Is it Detroit?
Okay, Detroit. Andre.
Alex Avila, Coke, and what was the last one?
Omar Infante.
Infante. Dude, I couldn't even give you any of theirs. Alex Avila. In 2012,
Can I give you a hint,
Detroit.
Andre?
Yeah.
This team did go to the World Series.
Oh, 2012 that's Giants. Oh my God, was that Giants Mets? 2012, Giants won it, but I don't remember those guys on that team. Infante.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go.
unfortunately, it's the team that they beat that the
Yeah, yeah, and I can't think of it. I don't think it's not Kansas City and it's not Texas, right?
No, unfortunately, it would be the Detroit Tigers. Our boy
The
Dickey went five for
Tigers.
five. He
Damn.
went 5 for 5.
Damn. Knows
Jared,
ball. I
Jared
had
texted me and he was
no
like,
clue.
I'm gonna fuck you this game. This is gonna be hard for you." I came for him.
That
I
was
dude, because
really tough.
I've been
Dude, I
last
quizzed
game
my
we
dad
played.
on it. He went 1 for 5.
Last game I had to step up. Last game we played, we Jared did this thing where we had it was two of his friends from Mesa, and we did like categories where it was like you try to not have the same answer as other guests, and I literally like otherwise you get 0 points for that round. I got like 10 points after like 10 rounds
Yeah.
because every single answer that I had someone else had. So like I got dead last like the last 3 games we played. I had to lean forward for this.
Dude, let's go. I mean, honestly, Dickey, I truly didn't think you were gonna do that good. So the fact that you came through and pulled out that hard, that's pretty insane.
Mm.
Um, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got everything I wanted to throw at you, Andre. You're kind of like the perfect guest because everything, like you kind of did
Thanks, man.
most of the work for us, bro. You're like just going in depth. Like we didn't have to ask
Yeah.
multiple questions. Like you hit every point pretty well.
Yeah. I'm a
Dickey, is there
D1
anything?
yapper. That's also what's known about me on the team.
Oh hell yeah,
I
brother.
could
We
sit
love
there
that.
and just yap all day.
We love
We just
that.
did it for an hour and a half, so yeah.
Dickey, anything you got left for Andre for
Got a little
we get going
just
here?
one little this will take 3 minutes, boom, right here. I want to do a little blind ranking for you. I want you to blind rank these 5 Cardinal
Got it.
uniforms. All right. So starting us off with the home classics.
Okay.
You see that? It's just the
Oh,
home
those are
class.
yeah,
Just the homes.
whites. Yeah. I think you're gonna put powder blue in here, so I have to keep that for number one, and I'm gonna put those at number two
Mm.
because
All right.
those are clean, and those are just. I mean, the Cardinals uniforms are pretty.
They're very iconic. Let's go with the
All
City
right,
Connect.
yeah. All right, what's the next one?
City Connect the
I am not
Lose.
a big fan of the City Connects. I
Okay.
mean, all they did was put the Lou, and then all they did was put the birds on the bat. I think I gotta. I hate to say it, but that's number five because the hats are cool. The hats are cool. The colors obviously cool, but those are five.
Okay. Jared, write your list
I
on a
agree
paper.
with
I want to
that.
see what you have after. We
Okay, I
got the
got you.
road. We got the road
The Road
Cardinal.
Grays,
Yeah, road Grays.
clean. I just don't know what other two you're gonna. I think you have to give me Powder Blues, and I don't want to put that at four, but I don't know what other jersey they even have. They have the. I'm gonna put that at four
All
because they're
right.
not as good as the. Yeah, I'm gonna put them at four. I'm gonna put it at four.
Let's get your powdered blues out of the way.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, I mean, come on. Outer blues with the
Best
blue on
baseball
blue.
jersey.
Those are sick. That's number one. I
Best
think,
jersey in
dude. I
baseball.
think yeah, they're the best jersey. Yeah, best jerseys in baseball for sure.
Now these ones, I don't know if they're active jerseys, right? They're home jerseys, but they say St. Louis with the bird. They don't say Cardinals. They're home
Oh,
whites. But they say
those
St.
are
Louis.
clean. Yeah,
So that what did
those
you have
I
remaining?
have three, right? That's my three spot.
Yeah,
I think I had my three spot because I went 4, 5, 1, 2.
yeah,
Yeah, those are a perfect three because I don't think they're as historic as the regular homes, but those are clean for sure. But
it's a good
you can't
list.
go wrong with a Cardinals jersey.
Nah,
They've got some clean looks.
I love the powdered blues.
Controversial. Controversial. You did not show the jersey I think you were going to show because, in my opinion, they don't wear them that much. But when they do, I think they're the only team that truly can get away with them and make them look good. But you know the double creams they got the with the
Yeah,
cream pants and the cream jerseys. I think
yeah,
those are
yeah,
clean
yeah,
as shit. I think they're
yeah.
the
Those
only
are
team
those are
that can
really
actually
nice.
pull off cream.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I think the red and cream really go together. So
They do.
plus red and white's just it's very easy to wear. They all look really nice. White jerseys always look really nice. So
If I had a list and if my list had any merit whatsoever, I would put the powder blues. I would put those creams probably number two. I like the St. Louis white jersey. I don't know why. I think the more you have, and let's just say like just I don't know the plainness of the white I still like, but that's definitely number three. I got City Connect four, and I got the Grays five. Just Grays don't really do it for me.
So you guys just
yeah,
flip 4 and
fair,
5.
But
Oh, and 2 and 3.
but
pretty much.
me and Dickie have always said this when it comes to St. Louis. They have one of the most solid like rotation of jerseys to where you're not going to really
Yeah,
get a jersey in there where you're like, oh, these are ugly as shit.
yeah,
Like
for sure. Yeah,
I think
kind
we
of kind
said
of fortunate in that.
yeah, I think we said them. We said like the White Sox have good like constant jerseys.
Hmm.
You're not really going to get a bad White Sox jersey. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's not that common with teams. A lot of teams have some bad jerseys. Even the Dodgers, bro. The Dodgers are boring. Dodgers need to do something different. Like they're just boring
Yeah,
jerseys.
yeah. They don't really do too much. I
I
like
No.
the
like these
Angels
City
City
Connects.
Connect, but I'm also biased because I grew up an Angels fan.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Angel City Connects are sweet. I also like
Yeah.
the Tampa Bay City Connects with the little skateboarding stingray.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
one's bad. That one's really cool.
That was sick. I'm
That
waiting
one's
for
really cool. I like
Fenway.
the
I'm waiting
colors.
for Boston to drop their new green ones. Apparently, they're doing like their new City Connects are supposed to be like tributed to the
Saw
Green
those.
Monster. That's gonna be sweet.
Sweet. Oh yeah,
Sick.
that is sick.
Well, once again, Andre, thank you so much, brother, for coming
Yeah.
on. We kind of like to end the podcast with every question. We kind of just want to ask, like, why baseball, brother? Like, why does baseball like do it for you? What gets you out
Yeah.
of bed and makes you still want to keep doing this? And then,
Yeah. Definitely the most loaded question for last. And I know you said, I mean, I'm a yapper, so I could go on for days just about baseball, but I feel like we had this exact question in spring training, and we had to get up in front of the whole major league bullpen and the whole major league staff. So, like in big league spring training, I'm one of the last remaining relievers, and they asked us like, "What's your why?" So we had a pitchers meeting, and Dusty Blake gets up and he just asks, he goes, "Who wants to go?" So I stood up, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm in front of Miles Michaelis and Sonny Gray and all these big leaguers and Helsley and JoJo and all those guys that are just like." These guys are top dogs. And I got up and I'm like, you know what? I've never really spoken about what's my why and why I do it, but I think the biggest reason is when I see how proud it makes like my family, like my mom and my dad, and like though I am not Miles Michaelis or Sonny Gray, or I'm not as famous as what they said is they said yet. I said even though I'm not those guys yet, um, just seeing how like proud of them or how proud of me they are when they're posting on Facebook and I threw like my mom will post like little clips of me throwing and all the comments are just like congratulations, holy crap, like holy shit, like he plays for the Cardinals. Like they don't care that I'm not in the big leagues. They were just like damn, like he's out there achieving his dreams. And
Yeah.
then like all my little sisters, they still go to the same schools that I did, so they still have the same teachers. And they're teachers are asking about me and they come home and I go home for the off season like every teacher knew my last name because of you. So then I go home and like that makes me proud because like now all these guys or all these teachers are like, "Oh, how's your brother? That's so cool. Like is he in the big leagues? Like how's he doing? Like oh my God, that's crazy. I love the Cardinals, blah blah blah." And then like my little sister's going to school and she's got my baseball card in her backpack and she's in third, fourth grade, and everybody in class is like, "No, you're lying. Like, your brother's not in the MLB. Like, no way. Like, there's just like, no way someone from Hemet is
Yeah.
that far. Or, like, no way someone from Hemet did that. Or, like, so I think that's the biggest reason why, like, I wake up in the morning and I have such a drive and motivation to make it to the big leagues. Because even though, like, they're so proud no matter what level I'm at. I could be in low, I could be in rookie ball. I still play for the Cardinals, or like, I'm still a Cardinals baseball player at the end of the day. Like when you look at the
Absolutely.
stats and like what the odds are of me being here, considering what I even went through in college, like I said, the odds of me being here are 0.0001. So I'm just like so grateful that every day I can get up and say like I play a game that little kids love to play and that I play a little kids game and I get paid for it. And it's not just the money. Like if you take away the money, like yeah, like the minimum you can make is $4,000 a day. But like if you take away that and you genuinely ask people like why they play, you get some really good answers. But that's yeah, that's mine. It's just because I get to see the faces on other people of like, damn, like he's doing good out there. So like I want to make them proud. And I know, yeah, like I said, they're gonna be proud at any level. But I think the coolest thing would be like if I were to go play at Angel Stadium, I were to go play at Dodger Stadium, I were to go play at Padres, like the support I would have because I grew up so close, like I'd have 500, 600 people there that are
Oh yeah.
just like, I went for me because, I gave them hope or like, like it's
Yeah.
just cool to see like how many people are just behind my back or like, that are just behind me. So that's why I do it.
Dude, that's awesome. That's like the first kind of answer we had. A lot of people mainly like they just talk about themselves really like, oh, I do it just
Mhm.
because I love the camaraderie. I just love the game as a whole. And you kind of look at it as like,
Mhm.
hey, there are other people in my life that like me playing this game means something to them. And so like
Exactly.
you've noticed that very
Exactly.
early, and that's cool, bro. I'm happy for
Thank you.
you that you're able to do that. That's really dope.
Thank you.
Once again, dude, thanks for coming on. I mean, this is
Thank
fucking
you
dope.
guys. Yeah. This was fun.
We've been trying to get this done, but we're honestly just like fucking scared to even reach out to you. Like, dude, what
Dude,
if
no,
he's
never.
busy? Like, what if he doesn't fuck with
No,
me,
bro.
dude?
Yeah, no, dude. I'd love doing this stuff. I mean, I've done it for a couple people before, interviews and podcasts and all this stuff. Like again, like I said, I do it for the people back home. You guys are people back home as well. Like I grew up with you guys playing travel ball since we were 10, 12 years old. We've always known each other's like names and then we go to
Yeah.
high school. So I mean, just because I'm over here and playing pro baseball doesn't really mean anything, honestly. It's just like just another guy. I was actually
Hell yeah,
talking
brother.
about that with somebody in the gym today. Like this guy was like, "Holy shit! Like you play for the Cardinals?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." But like honestly, we're just like normal, just fuck around all the time, like to have a good time. Like we're just normal dudes. Honestly, I feel like professional baseball players, like inside the clubhouse, like if there was people like flies on the wall, they would be in such shock of like how much like we're human. Like it's like I think when they get the stigma of like when you put these guys on pedestals of like they're superheroes, they're literal superheroes to some people, and then you
Yeah.
realize like they're just a normal guy that does the exact same thing as you, that likes the same TV shows and same movies and did the same thing and grew up in the same town and like that's like you know, like a lot of people don't really realize that. And I think I realized that when I got into the big league clubhouses and when I got into pro ball, like just normal dudes like that like to play baseball. This is
Awesome,
just
brother.
a bunch of
That's what we
guys.
that's what we need on this podcast. We just need fucking
Yeah.
more chill
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah. No, 100%. Hopefully the next time I do the podcast, it's a post debut, and I got more stories for you guys. Because I mean, like I said,
Hell yeah.
I could yap on stories about pro ball for two, like for hours. Yeah,
Well, I
Hey,
really hope that's soon, man. And I
hey,
really
next time
hope.
you're
Sorry, go for it,
yeah,
dude.
for sure.
Thank you for coming on,
oh,
man.
my
And
bad. I was like, hey, next time we see you, bro, we're gonna have a podcast in St. Louis. We're gonna be
yeah,
Yeah,
posted up.
thanks for taking the time out
yeah.
on
I
your
hope
off day, man. I really
that'd be
appreciate
sick.
you. And
Of course,
hope
anytime.
you stay healthy. Keep pumping those out. Hope the fastball keeps
Thank you guys.
getting up, and just stay healthy,
Yeah,
man. Really appreciate you taking
hope
the time
so.
out. Thanks for coming
Thank
on.
you guys. Yeah, yeah. Thanks
And
for having me. It was fun.
all right,
I'll
man.
see you guys, brother.
See you later.